Hello everyone, time for another short little van venture video. Hello everyone, today we're going to do a little short video about another new little toy item that I've got here for the actually to be used at the RV camp here in Byron, Michigan. During our summer vacations, and we'll show you what it is and tell you a little bit about it. Yes, it is an underwater drone. It's an underwater drone called Chasing Dory. And it is made to go underwater, same as an aerial drone. Only you control this one and send it under the water to do some traveling and video of underwater landscape, fish, whatever you want down there. This is one of the lower priced ones. It does have a few restrictions, but I picked it up used on Facebook Marketplace. So let's talk about it and what it is exactly, what do you get and what does it do. We're not going to do a full unboxing. There are plenty of those around the internet. We're just going to kind of show you what it is and what it does, and give you a little introduction to it. Basically, there's three main components. First up, we have the Chasing Dory drone here, and it has one and two more vertical thrusters which change the angle and the up and down in the water, and then it has two horizontal thrusters here which draw water through the sides, and that propels it forward and back. In the front of the drone is a 1080p camera along with two lights that you can turn on and off and control from the app. This is app controlled. There is a controller that you can buy for it. They're relatively expensive, not really necessary for my purposes, though it does take a little while to get used to the app. Second major component is the Chasing Dory, what they call a buoy. This is a floating device, floats on the surface of the water, and basically the key is the Wi-Fi signal will not travel through the water. So what this does, the buoy actually collects the Wi-Fi signal via your telephone / controller, and then it transmits it through a cable. And here's the cable right here. It transmits it down to the drone. Now, a couple limitations. If I'm not mistaken, and I think the spec sheet may say otherwise, but you have 15 feet this buoy can be away from you before you start to lose connection. So I use a tether, which is really I use it as a dog tether in the van, and it's got a little dog clip hook on it, and I will clip it to one part of the cable here, right at the bottom of the buoy. And the other part I can clip to my waist, a boat, whatever I'm doing. I could also just leave it lay in the boat. But you have to be careful. If that gets too far away from you and you don't have a means to bring it back, you could lose control of your drone. And the other main component is the cable. And that's basically a 49-foot tether. And what that allows you to do, this drone will submerge basically up to 49 feet. Which I think the lake here, if I'm not mistaken, it's anywhere from 8 to 25 feet, so I can go anywhere I want in this lake and go to the bottom. So now, next thing I want to do is show you how to connect this. There are no switches or anything else. You basically just plug it into the tether. Also, we'll talk about charging now. The charging on this, you only charge the drone. The charger connects here to the cable connection, and that will charge the drone. The buoy does not require a connection for charging. It gets its power from the drone. So now let's take a look at how they hook up together to operate. Okay, let's show you the connections. You've got this connector here. There's one on each end of the cable. And this is what you connect to the unit. So I'm going to start by connecting one end to the buoy and just plugging it in here. Tightening up the little threaded device and setting it down on the table. Now the other end I'm going to connect to the Dory drone. And upon connection, you will hear it connect. You'll get a tone, it'll light up, and the actual headlights will light up briefly to indicate it's connected. And you get another tone. And now it may be difficult to see in the bright light, but you've got a green light here on the drone, and you also have a green light on the buoy, meaning they are fully connected. At this point, you can now connect your app from your phone to the unit. Now to connect the actual app, you need to go into your Wi-Fi connection on the phone, disconnect it from your home Wi-Fi or whatever Wi-Fi you currently have, and you will find a connection on there that is actually the Dory app. And let me see if I can simulate this for you. Turning the Wi-Fi back on, it will show all of the available networks. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but right here it says it has the Dory app. And by selecting that connection, it will connect to the Dory application. And then we will actually be able to go into the app. And I'm not going to show you the app on the phone because it's too bright out here and very, very difficult to see. I'll have a couple screenshots of the app I can show you a little bit later. Okay, the next thing I want to show you regarding the app, there are custom controls that you can set up on this application. The joysticks are virtual joysticks. You do not see them on the application until you touch the screen. There'll be one on the left, one on the right. In the custom setup, you are able to set what they call Japanese configuration, United States configuration, and also then there's a custom, which allows you free custom to set forward, back, left, right, up and down to any joystick and direction that you choose. I prefer custom. I then set the left joystick to go forward, reverse, left and right, and the right stick, which only has two controls, I set that to be the up and down. So I use the right joystick to change elevation in the water, and the left joystick to control the motion forward, back, left and right. Okay, now let's look at the app itself. Here's a screenshot of the app, which you see now. And it will show you the depth, the water temperature, things like that, how strong your Wi-Fi connection is, all of those things. And it will also show you a live feed. I think it's 720 as to what you're seeing through the camera. The actual recorded resolution is 1080p. There is an option, you can take a still photo. There's another button here to take a video. And there's also a way you can set up a live feed such as Facebook Live or YouTube Live. I've not used those yet. I've done still photos and videos and they work quite easily. Touching the screen will bring up your virtual joysticks. And it takes a little while to get used to using those. But once you do, you kind of just press in the center and then move the direction you want the drone to go. Forward, back, left or right. And it performs pretty reasonably using the virtual joysticks here. Now let's look at the specs of this drone. I've got a spec sheet here. We'll pull that up and let you see the spec sheet. The drone itself is like 9.5 inches long, about 7.5 inches wide, and a little over 3.5 inches deep or thick. Weighs 2.5 pounds. Has a 4,800 milliamp hour battery. It's not a battery that you can remove and replace. It is a permanently fixed. Battery life is about an hour. It takes basically your high definition videos. Format of the photos is JPEGs, and your video is an MP4. It's got twin headlights, which are switchable on and off. And those are 250 lumens each. The maximum depth on the drone is 49 feet. And the Wi-Fi distance that the buoy can be away from you is also approximately 49 feet. The Dory has 2 speeds, a low and a high, which you can select from your controller app. The high speed is about 1.73 miles per hour. Okay, I've had the drone out in the water a couple different times here in the lake here at Eagles Cove. And I've got a little bit of footage of some of the video that we've taken with the drone. We will splice a few of those clips together and show them to you now and give you a chance to see what the video looks like. The light, again, you've got 2 headlamps. Turn them on, they work reasonably well, but they do have limited distance. Also, clarity of the water. If you've got dirty or muddy water, that's going to affect your video or your still shots quite a bit. And you also have to be careful, because you can draw small rocks and sand and debris into your propellers and actually jam them up. Seaweed will do it too. They're fairly easy to clean out, but you do have to pull it out of the water to clean those out. Should you have an accident where you actually jam up and burn up one of the motors, they are user replaceable. It's not the easiest thing to do, but they can be replaced. So let's look a little bit at some of the video footage. Okay, that's some footage. I hope you enjoyed that. Not bad. It's a gravel pit, so it's a sandy bottom, fair amount of weeds, so it's not the clearest water in the world, but it's not bad video we're getting out of that. Obviously, if you were in crystal clear Bahama water, you're going to get better video, and if you're in murky, muddy river water, you're going to get lower quality video. To turn this off, it's nothing more than disconnecting here, unthreading this, pulling it out, and you're good to go. From your app, you can also turn your headlights on. I didn't mention that earlier, but you can turn them on and off from the app. You can also download your images to your phone, or your videos to your phone, and then transfer them off to your computer to share them how you will. I've transferred them off, moved them to a computer, and actually edited and put them into videos before. So Works quite well. Anyway, that's chasing Dory. As you can see, it's not much bigger than my hand. Makes a nice little fun excursion out on the water. Again, the clearer water, the better your images are going to be. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for traveling along with us, and we'll catch you all down the road a piece on another one. Take care, and thank you for being with us. Bye-bye.